There's a city where you can pick fresh curry leaves, visit a Hindu temple, and dance to Bollywood beats. It might sound like Mumbai, but it's not. It's Hamburg, Germany, a place where Indian traditions thrive on the banks of the Elbe River. Take Lovely and Monty, two Punjabi taxi drivers who call Hamburg home. They laugh as they explain Dollywood, their nickname for the mix of Bollywood culture with German flair.
I call it Dollywood by style. Yeah, Bollywood in Deutch.
Hamburg now hosts an Indian community of almost 9,000 people. IT professionals in particular have embraced the city, finding its peaceful, orderly rhythm a perfect counterbalance to their fast-paced work. But how do they live here? And perhaps more importantly, what do people from the heart of curry think of Germany's peculiar contraption, currywurst?
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Sujata.
Do you dream of hitting the open road?
Of the adventures and eclectic people you run across on the way? Are you waiting for the right moment, the right shot of courage?
I thought that. In 2016, I had a stroke. But then, in 2022, we got married, and now we're traveling the world, enjoying adventure and romance.
This is Hamburg's harbour, where the Japanese Navy is welcomed with German opera, a fitting nod to its global connections. Known as the Tor zur Welt, the gateway to the world, Hamburg boasts Europe's largest seaport, with a legacy of trade stretching back to the 12th century. This harbour has been a hub for goods and people, exporting wool, cotton, and beer while importing silk, spices, and wine. It was also a departure point for millions of immigrants embarking on journeys to the New World. The harbour has long been a gateway, drawing diverse communities to its shores. In recent decades, it has attracted a growing Indian community. Among them are Lovely and Monty, two taxi drivers who have made waves with their energetic bhangra music. While Indians have been part of Hamburg's story since the early 1970s, Lovely and Monty arrived in the 80s, a time when the Indian population was much smaller.
As we came here new, there were very, very less Indians. And there were just, I think, maybe at that time, 500 Indians, maybe, in Hamburg.
Few Indians.
Very few Indians.
They came from a small village in Punjab and then headed to Chandigarh. In 1984, their parents brought them to Hamburg, and they haven't looked back.
Hamburg is very, very beautiful city. It has many, many faces. It's amazing. You know, environment is very clean because Hamburg, especially if we talk about Hamburg is very flat and green. It's like a big village. Yeah, it has thousands of bridges. It has many canals. A river is there. It is also called Gate of Europe. Yeah, big port.
Take the Inner Alster, a serene man-made lake near the city center where swans glide gracefully across the water as people gather. The city offers countless attractions: strolls among the inner and outer Alster, visits to its beloved parks, harbor cruises with panoramic views, or the lively Sunday fish market where you can even grab a snack and enjoy an impromptu comedy performance. Then there's the Reeperbahn, Hamburg's iconic red light and entertainment district. It's a vibrant hub of nightlife and history, famously where the Beatles first found their footing before achieving global stardom. The St. Georg neighborhood is a vibrant mosaic of cultures and communities where gay saunas, sex shops, and theaters coexist with Indian, Turkish, Iranian, and Afghani shops. It was here that I stumbled upon the most orderly Indian grocery store I've ever seen. Typically, Indian stores thrive on a charming chaos, an eclectic maze of colors and products inviting customers to explore. But in Germany, everything was perfectly arranged with colors and items meticulously sorted and displayed in flawless symmetry. In this bustling district, I met Indian professionals who now called Hamburg home. Subra came here 12 years ago after she got married from Orissa.
It's good. I'm enjoying here.
Yeah.
So everything is peace, calm. The weather is good. Right now, we're enjoying here. We are celebrating lots of Indian festival here. It's good. We are going temple also. It's here temple. And we're celebrating right now Ganesh Chaturthi also. The Palki Utsav, the culture, every culture, people are dancing here.
Mittal and Suchi came from Delhi and Kolkata this year. They originally lived in Ireland before settling in Hamburg.
And I think in terms of cultural collaboration within Germany, we do have a lot of opportunities of food fest, not only in Hamburg but also in likes of Berlin, Düsseldorf, Frankfurt as well. So I would say for anyone who is living in Germany, if they love food, there are definitely a lot of opportunities to explore.
So in Hamburg, we do have like an Indian community where, and we do go for like the Ganpati festivals and a few other festivals that the Indian community, different communities and groups they'll help. We also have friends who are Indians. We have those WhatsApp groups as well where there are a few meetups. So I would say it's not very tough.
In this Hare Krishna temple, Indians and Germans come together in devoted Hindu worship, blending cultures through shared spirituality. This temple is one of the many places of worship in Hamburg, alongside gurdwaras and other temples. For many Indians in Hamburg, language and housing remain significant challenges.
Germany is much better than some of the Nordic countries and even some of the Western countries like UK, Ireland. So I would say it's cheaper here to stay in terms of accommodation, but finding accommodation is one of the main challenges over here.
But how do they feel about one of Germany's most iconic culinary creations, currywurst? This bratwurst, covered in ketchup and curry powder, often sparks curiosity among travelers. What do you think of currywurst?
Currywurst.
Compared to curry.
Currywurst. I didn't eat. I just ate that chicken one.
Right.
That currywurst. Yeah, okay, it's good. Maybe for me, it's not so tasty. It's okay.
Yeah, I've tried it in the Christmas market. Well, it's offensive because the word curry is offensive because it's not really curry. But it's okay.
It's more reminiscence of the UK style of how they use the curries over there. So for me,
it's
fine.
not Indian. Come on.
Yeah. It's not, I would say, like the word you can use, but it's not Indian. It's German.
It has the word curry in it, but nobody who's Indian would ever mistake it for anything that is from India. And there's two cities that claim that they discovered currywurst, and one is Berlin, and I'm here in Hamburg, which also claims the discovery of currywurst. And so this here is the currywurst. It's a bratwurst filled with a bit of ketchup, some curry powder, and has a really interesting story because apparently after World War II, Germany was occupied by the winning powers, and two of those powers were the UK and the US. So the US brought them this kind of ketchupy tomato sauce, and the Brits brought them Worcestershire sauce and curry powder, which they, of course, brought from India. So it's a nice kind of, it's kind of sweet. It's got a bit of curry and a very nice kind of savory taste to it. But again, nothing like anything to do with India at all.
Currywurst might be a German classic with an Indian twist, but Dollywood is unmistakably Indian with a German flair. The two brothers, Lovely and Monty, have always been immersed in bhangra music. Lovely takes charge of composing, their DJ brother Pinku adds the beats, and Monty brings it all together with his energetic singing. Their journey into music took a more serious turn after they married two sisters, a double family bond that inspired them to create something unique. Together, they have decided to compose music that bridges their Punjabi roots and their German home.
This is very folk dance from the villages. And always you have listened to Boliyan. the bullion came mostly from the farmers. The farmers, when they cut the fasal ki hundi hai? Fasal.
Agriculture, agro, so agriculture.
Then they sell and enjoy, and then they do bhangra, and then their bullion are always concerned with that.
Yeah.
That's why what I played you just now, it's a tumbi. Yeah, it's also very folk instrument. It is always made with hand. It's always handmade. There's nothing any machinery for that. Yeah, and if you listen the hit Bollywood songs, even or also the foreign in foreign countries, Indian music, it's 80% the secret is behind that is tumbi. Then I started to drive taxi for before 20 years about, and then I played always our songs, and the people were very happy. They were dancing in taxi, and it was very nice atmosphere. One day, the girls and boys they said, "Lovely, your music is very good mood music, but we can't sing with it. Can you please put the radio on?" And that was what me pitched. Punjabi Jat. What is going on here? I can also write one song in German, Punjabi style.
It took 6 months because Lovely needed to learn how to use the rhythms with German text.
The sentences in Punjabi ends totally different, and in German they end with D, T, or like that. Yeah? And that was very difficult for me. First of all, to choose music. Then I have this rhythm. Then I have taken this starting piche piche aunda meri chalvi dai. Then I take this length. Then when do ye man von Herzen liebst? So that was start for me, and then I have left that rhythm. Then I brought my own rhythm. The start was very difficult for me.
Their first song, Wenn du jemand von Herzen liebst, debuted at an impressive 43rd on the iTunes chart, catching the attention of music lovers across Germany. Soon after, they were invited to perform on a popular German television show, a pivotal moment that propelled their music career to new heights. Building on this success, the brothers continued to compose songs, weaving German themes into the music. One of their favorites tackled the most quintessentially German topic, soccer, or football as it's called locally. In a stroke of prescience, one of their songs predicted Germany's victory as world champions.
Sometimes I'm also astrologer. I have written near about 6-7 weeks before the start of World Cup. And as I have written, same happened and German became world master.
And this song was from in North Germany, number one song in North Germany. And also in 2014, German was world master. So it got 10 times more popular.
They draw inspiration for the themes that shape their everyday lives. Over Zoom, they proudly shared both Punjabi and German versions of their songs, stories woven from their experiences as taxi drivers in Hamburg.
Then I've written the next song, because I've written in Punjabi also, a driver song. Yeah, Chakin the Jatru, Top Gear Page. Yeah. And that I have written the second song in German.
And this in Punjabi, it sounds. Chak danda jat rog top gear pa ke roda German diyan te ag la ke. Chak danda jat rog top gear pa ke roda German diyan te ag la ke. Traffic ਵਾਲੀ ਕੱਢ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਧੂੜ ਮਿੱਤਰੋ ਤੇ ਬੇਲੀ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਗੱਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਛਾ ਕੇ. ਚੱਕ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੱਟ ਰੋਗ ਟਾਪ ਗੇਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੋਡਾ ਜਰਮਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਅੱਗ ਲਾ ਕੇ. So, and the same in German he wrote, Wenn Bauer den Gang einlegt, vergisst er die Welt. Wenn Bauer den Gang einlegt, vergisst er die Welt. Er liebt seine Auto über alles, damit verdient er Geld. Wenn Bauer den Gang einlegt, vergisst er die Welt. They also explained, many German people, to me in my taxi, they respected this idea that he gives such a lot of love to German. They say instead of choosing English or any other, he has chosen German, and it is integration pure.
That's why this is the preference goes to German. We live in German. German has given us everything. India has given us birth, grown us. We are grown up there, and then the good life and the rest, everything has given German. Then German is preferred.
Hamburg, with its rich maritime history, is a city where traditions from around the world find home. From the bustling harbour and the iconic Reeperbahn to the serene Alster and the colorful Indian markets, the city thrives on contrasts. In Hamburg, the Tor zur Welt isn't just a gateway for goods, it's a gateway for cultures, stories, and shared humanity.
The thrill of the road does not end with a stroke. Come travel with us.
Please subscribe to our channel, Fierce Travel, and ring the bell for more notifications.
So do it.
Do you want to check out Hamburg, the Tor zur Welt yourself? Check out our links below in the description.